Leslie, yeah, the Dallas Federal Reserve's business activity index rising to -5 from -8.7. So still challenged, but not as challenged as it was in the prior month. The outlook for business activity remains positive at 7, but it did drop down from 8.4. These surveys do a decent job of following the outlook for the general numbers for the national economy. Each survey is a little different. Production was unchanged at 5.2. New orders index remains negative at -1.7. And the outlook for business conditions did actually worsen. A slight increase in employment, but a contraction in work hours, something to think about there. And the expectations for activity remain positive, but they fell to 21 from 31.6. Price and wage pressures eased. That's important. With the finished goods price index, this is one that hopefully correlates with the national inflation data. It dropped to 7.7, was the lowest since March of 2025, but the outlook remains elevated. As you say, Leslie and Carl, we're trying to do what we can to come up with data here. These regional Fed surveys in aggregate do a good job of following employment index, but each individual survey has its ups and downs relative to the national data.
So much interesting macro coverage today, Steve, in the papers. The Times looking at companies no longer shielding buyers from tariffs. The Journal saying renters have the upper hand and are probably going to keep it. The Journal's op-ed page taking on Trump-Reagan, saying that the Gipper was, in fact, a free trader.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's very little doubt of where Ronald Reagan stood on the issue of tariffs. A big part of the opening up of the United States to the world and the world to the United States began under Ronald Reagan. So I think Canada has that right, if I could say that. And in terms of the broader coverage, Carl, the issue is kind of flying blind here. And all of these company anecdotes that we're following are a big part of our current understanding of what's happening. The employment front looks a little soft. The price front is something we're following carefully. And just as a little teaser, Carl, of our survey that's coming out tomorrow, our Fed survey ahead of the Fed meeting, we did ask about this issue of, were you guys wrong about tariff inflation and why? And I'll tell you right now, the why is because they think more is coming.